Welcome back, and it's time for our Spend with TMS segment. Well, we'll be discussing technology today. We have had so many phone releases. Well, perhaps a few lesser than what we've seen earlier. And the next year, I'm sure, is going to be seeing an equal amount of new gadget releases. But unfortunately, of course, we will have the money to spare only for one. So how should you make sure that you're getting the best of your money's worth? I have with me Nikhil Chawla, expert of all things technology. Nikhil, always a pleasure having you with us on ET Now. So far in the Samvat gone by, which was your favorite mobile phone that was released?
Know it easily. You must have guessed it also. It's the iPhone 12 series. Absolutely, the best series of smartphones you can buy, be it the smallest, the lightest, or the fastest 5G smartphone in the world, the iPhone SE or the iPhone small, the iPhone 12 small series, or the biggest Pro Max series. It's the best iPhone 12 series, and it has changed over the years. Over the years, the design has changed completely this time, and that's what is bringing people back. The new finishes, the new color. And that's what I think is really intriguing, because it gives you the best, fastest, and the most powerful processing power in your hands, and while keeping your data safe. So that makes it really the best series of smartphones, whether you're using the regular iPhone 12 or the iPhone 12 Pro Max, whatever. The Apple has made sure that there's a phone for each customer. You can go out and buy that smartphone, be the iPhone 12 mini, the Pro Max, or the iPhone 12 regular edition. So I think it's really something that I would definitely recommend people to one and all. And if you're into Android domain, most of the people who are looking for a smartphone in Android ecosystem, then I think the Google Pixel series is a fantastic option. You can just go ahead and buy that, because it offers you a lot of value for money, great set of camera at a device which is under 30,000 rupees. So great device over there in the Android ecosystem.
Yes, Nikhil, I had absolutely guessed it, and I'm sure many of our loyal viewers and your followers as well perhaps would have guessed it. But yeah, I'm glad you, for those who may not be having the budget, you've given some great options as well. But Nikhil, like I said, we have money only for one phone. So apart from the iPhone 12, which was of course just released, and for perhaps those people who may not have the budget for an iPhone, would you recommend are there any future launches that you're watching out for, which you would recommend that, okay, maybe this launch will come and it's worth holding on to your purse strings until then? Anything exciting that you're waiting by for?
There are a lot of products available in the market, starting from great devices, starting from around 10,000 rupees, going up to, the sky is the limit for them, be it the foldable smartphones or the budget smartphones or iPhones for that matter. But unfortunately, no new upcoming launches anytime in the future, because we have seen all the companies really go gung-ho and launch everything before the festive season, so that you can, grab them before the festive season hits. And the next series of launches, I think, would happen around January during the CES or February in MWC. Those will be, I think it should be virtual events for now, but things might change. Those will be those two big events where we'll see a lot of phone launches. So if you are holding on to get that great device, maybe you'll have to hold on for a few more months. But remember that 2021 would definitely be the year of foldable smartphones, foldable device, and different device form factors, because everybody's experimenting. We have seen few foldable devices this year from Motorola, Samsung, and the others. I think people will be seeing next generations of these smartphones, the third generations, and some new companies coming in, launching foldable devices.
All right. So, I mean, it's obvious because, ahead of Diwali, usually companies go gung-ho in launching their phones. So you're actually seeing the best of what's already out there in the market currently. You may get some great deals as well, given the fact that we are in the festive season. If you don't like anything from this current crop, then you'll have to wait till the end of Jan or Feb. And, we'll bring on board Nikhil once again on what he thinks of that batch of announcements. All right. Nikhil, I must get in your view on the One More Thing event as well, which I'm sure you must have stayed up, to watch, because this is definitely something that Apple has skewed from, tradition. Anything exciting that you observed?
Absolutely. I think it was not just an event or a keynote. It's really laying the path for the future of mobile computing and how Apple will take it forward. Because, till now we've seen two companies really powering each PC or a Mac. It's either Intel or AMD. these two companies were really playing head to head, giving you performance, battery life, and features and everything else. And definitely we've seen, PCs gone slimmer, lighter, and better battery life over the years. But with the experience and over the years, what Apple has gathered with its processing capabilities that they've launched, the A series of processors for iPad and iPhones, their own silicon for the watches, and their HomePod edition, they've over the years, they've worked on it and really tweaked it to the best of level. And when they've launched this M1 with the M1 processing power SoC, is the world's fastest, world's most energy efficient processor, and they've really worked on it. One more thing that is important over for the event is that it now gives you access to the Mac will finally have access to the Apple apps on the iPhone or the iPad. That means as soon as you open that lid or put on that power button, you will have access to millions of app library. That is something that Apple has always really worked on, giving you the best of app quality. And now when you can use those apps on the Mac, I think it's the convergence between the Macs and the iPad, which we've been waiting for over the years now. So that maybe finally mean that we can use something like a Final Cut or a professional software on the iPhone. It's like vice versa situation now. Whatever apps we loved on the Mac might finally start working on the iPad and the iPhone. That really is something that has to be taken note of. And I think it's a wake-up call for the competition or the chip makers right now, the Intels and the AMDs of the world, that, how one chip, that M1 chip that has the memory inside it, has the processing power, the graphics, everything in one chip, that makes it really faster. And then something that is really core to the Apple thing is privacy and security, which is something that you will get because the system is built by them, the hardware is built in them, the software is built by them, and then that ecosystem where your devices sync automatically.
Right. Nikhil, thank you so much for joining us and giving us your review of the gadgets of the year gone by and the ones to come. A quick break right here on the show. Don't go anywhere.